This video is going to help you to start doing the things that you tell yourself you're going to do, but then you don't end up doing. You know, we all sometimes have those things that we want to do because we know they'd be good for us and they'd move us closer to what we want to achieve. Sometimes things that we want to do for the first time, sometimes things that we used to do all the time, but we've just fallen out of the habit of doing. And we might even tell ourselves every night, tomorrow, I'm going to do that thing. But then tomorrow comes and we just can't seem to get ourselves to do it. The reason that happens is because of the way that the brain has evolved. We have part of the brain that's really into thinking ahead and planning for our future. And it's really concerned with our long-term well-being and our hopes and our dreams and everything we want for our lives. And it's this part of the brain that wants to do the thing and decides to do the thing. And then we have a more primitive part of our brain that is really just concerned with our safety in the current moment. And it just wants us to be comfortable. It wants us not to be doing anything differently that might bring risks with it. And it wants us not to be working too hard. So when the time comes to do the thing that this part of the brain has decided we're going to do, the more primitive part of the brain is not impressed. It doesn't think this is a good idea and it gets involved and it talks us out of it. It stops us. So I'm going to share with you a strategy that a lot of my clients use really effectively to get around this. And you're going to be able to use this with anything you want. So you could use it with work. Maybe there is a project that you want to be working on. Maybe there's something you want to produce or create. You could use it for your own well-being, your health. Maybe you want to start exercising, or maybe you want to start reading, meditating, journaling. If you want to start flossing, maybe there's something you want to introduce into your diet or reduce in your diet. Maybe you want to get more sleep. You could even use this in your relationships if you wanted to start spending more time with your partner, just the two of you, or you wanted to start listening to them more. You can literally use it for anything. So let's start there. Choose one thing that you want to get yourself to do. And then what you're going to do is set a minimum baseline for it. And what that looks like is, say the thing that you want to do is yoga. Then you could decide that your minimum baseline is you're going to do yoga twice a week for 5 minutes or once a day for 2 minutes. If you want to get more sleep, you might decide that you're going to go to bed half an hour earlier once a week or 5 minutes earlier every day. Or maybe you're going to work on that project for 10 minutes once a week, or you're going to write a page of the document or half a page of the document every day or every other day. Or if you're going to start listening to your partner, you could decide to do that for 30 seconds once a day. There's no right number or amount. What you're doing when you're setting your baseline is you just want to make it ridiculously easy. Because what that does is it slips it under the radar of the primitive brain. If you make it really small and really doable, it's not going to be worth the time and the effort of the primitive brain to get involved and to talk you out of it. It's just not going to be bothered and it'll let you do it. And then you get to benefit from doing the thing. You get to start to build the habit. You get to start to build a desire to keep it going. And the baseline is just the minimum. A lot of my clients find that once they get going in this way, that they then end up doing a lot more. But that's not the goal. The goal is just to do your minimum, the baseline that you've set. Because then you get to be the person that does the things that you tell yourself you're going to do. You get to be the person that does yoga twice a week or every day, or who listens to their partner, or who works on that project that's important to them. So that's it. Really simple. Choose one thing that you want to get yourself to do, establish your minimum baseline, and get going there. And I'd really love to know how you get on. If you want to let me know, get in touch.